Frank, your platform right now is being used as a single point of truth in data. You're able to do that. Please explain what it is that your partners are doing on the platform and how it's going to help in this fight.
Yeah, data has become super important during this dislocation, both in terms of health as well as economically. In normal times, institutions and enterprises can sort of rely on their sort of anecdotal perception of what's going on in the world. But when you have things happening of this order of magnitude, we need data to parse the realities and figure what's happening to us, and how do we set policy, and how do we direct ourselves as enterprises. So we see an enormous onslaught of interest and catalyst in terms of sort of revisiting what are we doing on data and analytics. And obviously, data around COVID-19 has sort of been center stage because people are looking to join that data with supply chain, with demographic data, with economic data, and see what the future might hold.
We had Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella on Tuesday. We had Bill McDermott on just yesterday of ServiceNow. Part of what their message was that the cloud, because of its flexibility, because of the extensibility that it allows, really is an important tool in a crisis like this, because if businesses were left on their own, just with their own resources that they happen to have on hand, they'd be pretty impossibly stretched. What do you think the legacy of the use of tools like this is going to be? What kinds of inbound questions are you getting from customers and potential customers that you think are going to continue to resonate after, Lord willing, we get through this?
Well, there's no doubt that this crisis is going to accelerate the trend towards digital transformation and everything that is associated with that. I mean, we're a 100% cloud company. We can literally vacate 2,000 people out of their offices and continue to operate not just our data servers, but all our internal systems. So we literally have no on-premise capabilities whatsoever. So the agility that brings, and the fact that we can turn on a dime and operate in that mode is a huge advantage. And I think everybody else is realizing that as well.
Tell me how you're running the company right now, the kinds of messages that you're sending to employees, the degree to which you were prepared for remote work, and perhaps some of the tools that you're putting into place that you hadn't planned on.
Well, we're like everybody else. We're relying enormously on teleconferencing technologies. I'm literally on Zoom, Skype, WebEx calls, 8 hours a day with people all over the world, our own people, customers. Everybody is settling into this mode. The thing that we have to recognize is that these networked methods, there are limits to how effective they are. They work very well for certain things, but you do find that, people working alone at home, the anxiety levels go up, especially when the news feed is on. So we got to make extra efforts to sort of replace the social support that people get in the office, when they're at home. So we're playing it by ear. People are settling in well, but we're very cognizant that it's not just flipping a switch, and that we sort of need to learn the side effects of this way of doing things.
McDermott from ServiceNow on yesterday, and he said that he believes that this is going to accelerate the digital transformation across different industries, across different businesses, and really across government as well. Is that your take on it too? And given the fact that you are working with so many different clients across so many different sectors, where are you seeing the biggest weaknesses? Where are you seeing the biggest strengths?
Well, I largely agree with that, and obviously we're a cloud company. We've been preaching to the choir for the last decade on this, and when crises like this happen, it just becomes more obvious to those who have sort of lagged in the transformation. So if cloud was hot before, it's going to be red hot, once we get through this. So for a lot of industries, this is really great. In the world of tech, our adjustment is obviously the easiest. But we're just finding out, what industries, really struggle in this mode. and which ones thrive in this mode. And it's obviously unfortunate for those for whom it's really difficult, and we know who they are: the entire travel industry, entertainment, sports, and so on. But then there's a whole bunch of other industries that are perking up hard as a function of this.